All right, you know him, you love him, former fathlete.
Former fathlete.
Now he's just fat. I'm
Now
sitting
just
here.
full coach.
That's
fat
it,
coach.
your fat coach. I'm sitting here with Stretch, man from Goshen in Durban.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Joburg again. I mean, you
I
spent.
hate this place.
Why?
So that's why.
Right on the spot.
So 2 years ago, we got swine flu.
Yep.
That's his first year as an individual athlete. She actually did the last day competing with swine flu.
Yeah.
Everyone mocked, I think all you guys mocked me. Everyone thought I'd been drinking and chilling
I
and partying.
remember that. Yeah.
I couldn't keep my eyes open. I literally emceed as long as I could and then went and slept. So it was Nats, Curtis, and I. Curtis was judging, I was emceeing, and Nats was competing. And we were rotating as she was sleeping in the van.
Oh, geez.
Then last year was okay. No one really got sick. I think that's flu like the last day. And then this year, man, my heart breaks for Nats. Like,
Yeah, I think this was her year.
Yeah, you've seen her Instagram. You know how hard she's been training. She didn't hide it.
Yeah.
That was the thing. She kind of said to me in the beginning of the season is, I don't want to hide. I am coming for this. I want to do well this year. So I think as we drove up on Sunday, we thought, we'll give ourselves some time to acclimatize. Sunday morning, a little bit of a tickle in the throat. Didn't think anything of it. Monday morning, woke up and we were both like, fuck.
Yeah.
So apologies. Dang. So it was a case of like straight to the doctor, got on a 3-day course of the azithromycin, which is, if you know an athlete, it's safe for athletes, your muscles, there's no degradation, and we just try to hold on. Then Thursday sort of started, we went to the comp and said, hey, what's the minimum requirement? Like we were hoping that if we gave her 1 half day, 1 event, Sassel should maybe be able to pull through and be okay for the weekend. Unfortunately, just not the case. It kind of got to the point where you've seen it on the live stream.
Yeah.
Everyone's seen it. I don't have to talk about it.
Listen, I interviewed her, and like I said, like she was going different colors. Like you could see, like she was warming up those cleans, and I could just see that wasn't Natalie.
Yeah. The hard thing for that also is, other than like the weight of the workout and the time she's put in it, like we don't believe in excuses. So it was like if people we knew were like, hey, stay away, we're sick. But yeah, her heart rate was at 210 in that workout.
Oh, no.
Like, yeah, when we got to the doctor the next morning, like I actually thought she died in her sleep, to be honest with you. I couldn't hear her breathing, kind of got up, sat next to her, it was this very low, like rumbling, it was like, hey.
Yeah.
And then she sort of adjusted, and then I could hear like, I was like, oh no. In the morning, woke up and I said to her, all right, how do you feel? She's like, no, I think I'm feeling better. And I remember looking at her, I was like, I love you with my whole heart, but you are lying.
Yeah.
So phoned Marco Crumbo at the boxer, and I said, dude, I need a doctor now. Drove to the doctor, did all the tests on her, lung function, everything. She had the equivalent of a 14-year-old with asthma.
Oh, jeez.
And the doctor
So
looked
like
at her.
Bev.
Yeah. Like Bev, just like Bev. Then the doctor kind of looked at her and said, look, and she put on Instagram, you cannot compete, you have bronchitis.
Yeah.
And kind of looked at me, and they both looked at me. I was like, I've never been afraid for a doctor before in my life, but the realization kicked in, and he said to Nats, like, I'm going to give you an injection, it could help. And as he put it in, he's like, you can't compete, you'll test positive. It's a corticosteroid.
Oh, jeez.
So like, he knew it, he knew what needed to be done.
Yeah.
So kudos to that doctor, brilliant doctor. He knew what needed to be done. He is himself an Ironman athlete. He says, if you don't pull an athlete out, they will do damage to themselves.
Yeah, exactly. I think, just talking about like here in Joburg, we've had events where we've had some pretty tragic things go down and stuff like that. I just want to talk about, obviously, you and Nats big on the Durban scene and CrossFit side that. WOD Wars, what's happened there?
So we killed WOD Wars, straight up, we killed it. We had it for 5 years, we had a lot of fun. We kind of ended up getting our hands tied, to be honest with you, with government. I mean, I've told some of you guys this, like, we needed 180 square meters of sand for the event, the beach event, and the government guy was like, cool, 1,000 Rand a square meter. I was like, my God. And then he's like, oh, are you going to need banners and water? I'm like, yeah, of course. He's like, cool, you need 1,000 Rand per banner. I was like, time. We can't do it.
Yeah.
And there was other things that happened that I noticed the event sort of changing from what was supposed to be about, like, the down, the beer. That was it. It was
it was a jaw.
It was an event for beginners and intermediates.
Yeah.
And the odd elite team that maybe the box through, like, hey, the owners would throw together a team and showcase the juniors through the ranks, sort of. And it became a little bit too much about the trophies, and I didn't like that. It was never the point of WOD Wars. It was supposed to be that event that you send your beginners to, and you come down because you want a good weekend in Durban, you want to have fun. And then a few other little things that kind of just, and I sat down with Nats, I said, like, I don't want to do it anymore. And she's like, God, thank God, I don't want to do it anymore either. So, yes, we do have something else on the cards.
All right, yeah.
Probably closer to December time. Different concept altogether. We might have 2 things on the cards.
It's a High Rocks race. High Rocks Durban.
I would rather in my hands and clap than do a High Rocks race.
Yeah.
Nothing against all the High Rockses. You do your thing, run in circles, but I'm an ex-swimmer, man, and if you come from a sport like swimming or canoeing or anything that's repetitive, no.
Yeah,
like,
I
no,
get that.
Just no, man. Like, it's the same 8 things. As a coach, we have High Rocks classes, but it's the same 8 things.
Yeah.
And look, I know there's a lot of box owners out there that buy their programs. I'm not that box owner. We do our own program because I want to know what my guys are going through.
That's a joke.
If you don't buy your own programming, I mean, if you buy your own program, that's cool. But then you don't care if you do High Rocks.
Yeah.
That's very controversial, very personal, but it is what it is.
That's what we're here. You're here to call people out on things like that. You know, if it's out there, it's out there. And you know, the thing is, I think one thing we did try and establish with the podcast is talk about the things nobody else is saying. Everyone's saying it, but no one's talking about it. You know, and I think
I'm just going to get myself in trouble.
No, 100%. That's why we brought charges to get you in trouble.
Like, look, High Rocks is High Rocks, CrossFit's CrossFit. What amazes me is like Joburg is wild.
Yeah.
Like in all honesty, man. We hear the stories in Durban. Like, I mean, Durban, our community's got so small at the moment in terms of actual CrossFit boxes.
No, it's you guys, Koshin?
It's us. We're Koshin. We've got Belito. Yeah. We've got that new one that's starting called Horizon.
Yeah.
Ex-Joburg guys that have moved down.
Yeah.
Then I think there's Gillett's. Gillett's and Westville. I think they're closing down Westville. And I think there's one more box in Hilton. But like,
that's a joke.
You guys need more shit to do up here, man.
Yeah,
Guys, coaches, leave your members alone, man. The more we hear about it, it's like, oh, hey, do you know? I'm like, hey, I'm out. I don't want to hear about this story. Like, did you hear what so-and-so did with so-and-so? I'm like, yo, I don't want to know these stories.
Yeah, no, because then you go see those people at a comp and you're like,
hey.
You're like, and then that one.
That's weird. Why are you at that box? And why is that person in there? And
yeah,
like,
how's your wife doing?
Yeah. Dude. It's like, guys, you're like, yo, and I'm here and I'm competing for this and this. I'm like, oh, your missus doesn't get a shout out, or your kid doesn't get a shout out, or your husband doesn't get a shout out. I'm like, and then someone's like, no, bro, we don't talk about that. I'm like, why not? They're like this. I'm like, that makes sense. Okay, yeah. I got you. It's like, dude, you guys need more hobbies, man. Like, do CrossFit, that's cool, but leave the box. Don't send your missus in there by herself. Like, do something else, man. Take a paddle.
All right, so then why is Durban different? What do people do different in Durban?
I don't know. Look, I'll be honest with you, Koshin is a very different thing. Like, and I'll proudly say this, we've had 10 couples meet and get married in our box.
That's cool. Yeah,
like,
that's cool.
And that is. Like, we had one couple meet, get divorced, and then he met his next missus in our box as well, but that's neither here nor there.
Well, you got to have the exception to the rule, right?
Even you, but I mean, like, I just think in general, maybe it's my age or maybe it is like, you meet someone in CrossFit and they're into fitness and you're into fitness and you realize, hey, this is the lifestyle I want to go down this path with someone. But to have a box like ours, we're also very strange. Like, everyone at Koshin is very much a loner. I am very much a loner. Like, I know people go, oh, but you MC'd. If you've ever watched me MC, I'm in the middle of the arena as far from everyone as I can be.
I know that, yeah.
I don't like sitting with people. I am a loner. I'm very introverted, extrovert. Like, I can talk like this because it's you and me and I know you.
Yeah, we've known each other for years.
I remember when you were a fatty, so that's the thing. But like,
I know you when you're still a fatty.
Fair point, haven't changed. So glad. But like, the funny thing is, like, our box will be heaving till 8:30. We'll have a bra, it's heaving. 8:36, everyone's going, fuck it. I mean, I've got members that I'll see at that bra, I'll go home, I'll log on to Fortnite, and they're like, oh, hey, Stretch. I'm like, dude, I saw you 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And it's a completely different conversation. We have a very nerdy culture.
Yeah.
Whereas I think with Joburg, you guys are so dominant in like your workforce. So it's like that competitiveness just spills over into your box, which just then spills over into life. And guys don't actually know to turn it off.
Yeah.
You know, you go to your box to turn off.
That's so right, yeah.
You go there because I want to train, I want to enjoy, I want to hang out with my friends.
Yeah.
I'm not going there because, hey, that oak's got a prettier chicken. No, just no. Like, man, there's so many rumors going around, and I'm not throwing any 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people under the bus.
Yeah.
But we hear them. And coaches, owners, if you think your shit's a secret, it is not.
No, trust me.
Your box knows.
Everyone
knows. People in other provinces know.
People have eyes.
Yes.
100%. That's one thing. People got to learn. People have asked. All right, let's move away from that now.
Yeah.
I want to know, I mean, obviously, first time out here in Santon for Renegade Games.
Yeah.
What has been your guys' experience of Renegade Games? What do you guys think of the venue, the programming, the actual event itself?
I really like the venue.
Yeah.
There's one thing I don't like about it. I don't like that I can't see the sun.
Okay.
Like
that's why we brought you here.
Yeah, we are.
Take your shoes off, relax.
We are sort of in the basement, which
Yeah.
is fine. It's a beautiful arena. I think the arena this year has been built beautifully.
Yeah.
I really do. There's more space for athletes. The warm-up arena, Tomo and the team have done a phenomenal job.
Yeah, that's one thing that we keep getting back.
Man,
it does feel like for the
enough.
first time they've looked after the athletes. Like I get it, Van der Belt maybe didn't have the same amounts of space or the same access. You know, there's a whole bunch of things that we don't know that goes on behind it. But they really does feel like this year the athletes have been catered for.
Look, I think Tomo and his team have done the most they can with what they're given.
Yes.
And I can't hate on them for that.
I think a lot of people don't realize like the pressure and stuff that Tomo and them are under. Like I've had a chat with Tomo beginning of this year at the in-person qualifier, and like he was telling me like what constraints they were given by CrossFit and stuff like that. And like I think a lot of people don't realize like everyone's bitching and moaning over the internationals are going to come and take our spot and stuff. That's not Rebel's fault.
No.
They are under so much pressure, and Tomo has done everything he possibly can to get an African to the games.
No,
and I think kudos to Rebel, to Tomo, to Megan, to the entire team. They've still put Africa and our community and the UAE's community first, and I think that's important to know.
I'm going to say something probably not that I am so glad that they did that.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that they couldn't ring fence.
Yeah.
Because, sorry to the guy I'm about to mention, but the guys in my box are like, oh my God, Will Carter. Sorry, Will, I haven't met you.
I've been like
You're one
that.
of those guys.
I'm a Will Carter fangirl.
All I heard about was like, and I don't follow a lot of CrossFit.
I didn't think Will Carter was going to come and win. I was just excited because I've been following the dude for years, and I was like, I can't wait.
So like my guys
that's
are
an idol
sorry,
for me.
and I don't follow a lot of male athletes
Yeah.
because Nats is a female. I want to know the females, and that's my that's my athlete, that's my everything. So I focus more on the girls. I think it's incredible that Matilda Gans came out. I think it's amazing that Hannah Black came out.
Ben
I think
Fowler,
that it's so good to see like Ben Fowler.
Yeah.
You know, it's so good to see those other nationality flags.
Yes.
And I do think those guys that came out thought it would be a walkover, and
It's
I
not.
think they've suddenly gone, oh shit, there's some talent in Africa.
I think it's going both ways. I think you're right. The guys going, oh shit, like Africa's here not here to just lay down. They're here to play. But I also get the vibe from the South African guys and African, even the UAE guys. Oh shit, it's not as easy as we thought it was going to be.
100%.
I related back and I spoke about it in an earlier podcast. Tom always said, if you want to be the best, compete against the best. And I've always maintained you need to train with the best and expose yourself.
Yeah.
But I think this kind of adventure, that little bit of exposure, I think has woken us up. I think it's woken up a lot of guys, a lot of athletes.
To even go back to your story about like closing WOD Wars, if you look at it realistically, right, WOD Wars is done. I don't put WOD Wars, guys. I never put WOD Wars in the same rank of the other events I'm about to mention.
WOD Wars was a party, it wasn't a competition.
Exactly, but it was still a weekend of fitness,
Yes,
right? You've got Pretoria Throwdown have threatened that they're closing down. I've heard rumors about the battle. I don't know what's going on there. Not even saying
LMS
anything
is
about
dead.
it. LMS is dead,
Yeah.
which means realistically you're left with squad games and you're left with Coachella and Cape Town.
And Rumble.
Okay, I've never done Rumble, so I can't
Rumble's
argue.
really up and coming. They really like.
So let's say in an entire year, you've dropped off, you've got 3 major comps.
Yeah.
Now, how are you suspected? So, and this is it. Someone said to Nat and I that, oh, but you guys travel. We made the decision as a couple and as an athlete and a coach 3 years ago to travel to compete.
Yeah.
Not because of the South African girls or we think that the standard's different.
Yeah.
It's just the same girls.
Yeah.
You know, up until this year, you got to comp, you're like, we know Nats can't do strict handstand push-ups.
Yeah.
That's easy. South Africans, in general, my team as well, when we train, we push transitions because what do South Africans do? All of us. We get ahead in our heats, we're like, and we cross. You watch Torian Pro, you watch any competition overseas, they run. From the moment they put that bar down, they run to the ring, they run to the finish line, they run. South Africans, we walk, I'm a bit ahead, I'll be okay, I'll win this event, I know Lani, I know this person, I know Gilmarie, I know their strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah.
You go to Italy, where we were in Portugal last year, and that's at a competition. They took out strict handstand push-ups, and they said to the girls, it's 10 kipping. Nats is like, cool, I can kip fast.
Yeah.
No, she can't. Nats had done 3 kipping, and the girl in the lane next to her had done 10 strict.
Yeah.
Because the distance traveled is this far. Now, if you've
No,
seen
that's how tall the Portuguese women are.
It's literally this. She did 10 strict handstands in the time Nats kipped and drove through.
Yeah.
You cannot win that. And it's and nothing against her. Tana Buffet, short arms, incredible handstand push-up. I
Yeah.
mean, I think she won the event with the handstand.
Yeah.
Goes to prove. Nats is a tall athlete. She's never going to win a strict handstand push-up. Sorry, love. It's just not going to happen. But it is what it is. So now going and expose yourself. Look, same person, Tana, moved to Netherlands, is killing it.
Yeah, expose
She's
herself to
competing so much more.
Yeah, and I think she got the best of both worlds. She's competing against different people, and she's also training in that environment with different people. And I think that's also an aspect that people need to realize is you can't just keep training in the same box with the same people, the same environment.
Yeah.
You do, and my coach Ricky's been he's been big on me for years about it, but it's a case of don't be the biggest fish in the pond.
Yeah.
If you are the biggest fish in your gym, you're in the wrong gym, leave, go and find yourself something else. Go and get a bigger pond.
No, it is. It's very difficult. And the reason is I think, again, we're a very fractured society in terms of CrossFit. We are Cape Town, Joburg, and a little bit of us in Durban.
Yeah.
And it's a nightmare to travel in South
Yes.
Africa. You know, it's like, I would love to be able to go to Cape Town for the weekend, but they've got the rand, and I'm not paying 1.5 South African rands to the Cape Town rand. The exchange rate hurts your feelings.
Yeah, that's
and
it.
It's so fractured as a community. And like, even the males, you'll see guys are different. They kind of talk to each other. They don't care if you're a dick, you're a dick, I'm a dick, I'm a dick. We deal with it.
Yeah.
I'll use you to compete because I want to.
Yeah.
Girls are either friends or they're not.
Dude, but even like in terms of like interviewing, and like Bev and I have discussed this, girls, it goes one of two ways. They're either incredibly friendly and they want to get on the podcast, they want to chat to us, they want to be in front of the camera, or it's not and they walk away.
Yeah.
You can't, there's no in between with them.
Yeah.
With the guys, it's like, the dude's in the middle of a warm-up, can I ask you a couple of questions? Just sweet, let's go for it. I've had one dude the entire weekend literally say no to me because he was in the middle of work, and he literally just came to me like, dude, I'm really sorry, I'm focusing on my warm-up right now. And I was like, dude, that's all I need. I don't need these other, like the chicks are just like, it's like cats. Have you ever seen when like two cats each other? Like that's, and I'm a dude in the warm-up area with the girls, and I'm like, why does it feel like this? Like, why is it so intense with the girls?
You know, there's a line I think it's a comedian, and he says, I came home one day and I said to my wife, like, oh, should we invite Becky over? No, we're not friends with Becky. And she's like, why? He's like, because she thinks she's cute. And we say all the time, and I'm like, that's literally it. Like, girls are different athletes, and now as a male coach for Nats, who's my wife, like, you see that. And they'll be friendly, and then they're not friendly, and then they're friendly, and you're like, just focus on yourself, do your competitor, do your competition, and there is scope to be friends. But it's just different, man. And look, you can see the same in international girls. I think we kind of expect that, they'll arrive in Hannah will be like, woo, chest bump to sort of, you know, the next bit, and it's not. Athletes are athletes, and at the same token, you have to be a dick.
You do.
You've never met a world champion that is the sweetheart of earth.
You go watch the last dance and see what Michael Jordan did to people, how he treated people.
Kobe's the same.
Yeah, 100%.
Any top athlete. Federer's the same.
Tiger Woods. Dude,
Michael Phelps.
Dude, go look at some of our top rugby players. Like, on camera they're all sweethearts. I'm sure those guys are dicks because they know that's what they have to be.
Yeah. You've never met a sweetheart world champion. It comes down to kill or be killed.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
when they retire, they're a sweetheart. When they retire, they don't have to go. But when they're in it, they're in it.
In my day as an absolute arsehole.
Yeah.
Never a CrossFitter officially. Too tall, too big, too heavy, too fat.
Too handsome.
Too handsome. But I did surf lifesaving. Me and my best friend had a handshake that was literally before a race, which kind of ended our friendship.
Yeah.
And then we had the same handshake at the end of the race, which restarted. But between that line and that line of the race, I would slit his throat and step over his body in order to beat him.
I've also been like that.
That is what it is. You're not. Dude. But I was on national teams with them and local teams with them, still my best mate. But 3, 2, 1, go, you will die.
Dude, same now, like Brandon Investe is a good friend of mine. If I'm on the floor with him, I'm going after him. Dude, 100%. I've had rugby games where I've played against guys I know very well who are good friends, who I'd consider good friends. Dude, I'm going harder at you because I know you. 100%, dude. I'm gonna remind you who I am.
100%. And I think, going back to the conversation of the girls, I think that's where the girls are almost more pure as athletes. They're okay with that. Guys don't understand. It's like, why are you being a dick? It's not the event. Those girls are like, nah, bruh.
Yeah.
I'm here to beat you.
Yeah.
And I think the girls, like you're saying, that cats, they sense that vibe. Where guys are still like,
we're like dogs. We're like, friends.
Yeah, it's on. And then we're like, okay, never mind.
Dude, I saw you snatch so strong, so cool. I love you.
I'll beat you next time.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, bromance is all over the place.
Exactly. So it's a weird concept. In terms of like where I think it's going, I hope finally that this becomes a thing. I actually hope that they're never allowed to ring fence this event.
Yeah.
Like, no offense to Africans,
no,
I'm really
I get
sorry,
it.
but the more international athletes that we can coming in, it just raises our standards.
Correct.
You know,
and
instead of trying to get that next one South African to go to the games, fuck it.
Yeah.
Bring all of them here. Let's raise our standards.
Let's build South Africans to go.
Yeah.
So that South Africans aren't going to the games coming 36th.
Yeah, exactly.
They're going to the games and they're fighting for that top 10, that top 5, that podium position.
Yeah,
That's what
exactly.
it should be.
I think her name's Brittany Anderson. No,
Yes, Brittany Anderson, yeah.
There you go. South African girl moved to the UK, has come back to compete.
Yeah.
I don't look at her as a British South African, as a British girl. I look at her as a South African who's come back and she's again.
Yeah.
Now South African girls, love her or hate her, have now got a target on someone who's overseas to go after, to someone to watch.
Yeah.
Brittany gets to train with some of the best athletes overseas. And it's amazing, but good. It's the one thing this sport doesn't have, and I think because it's privately owned, it's not a global sport, is there's no interchangeable.
Yeah.
Like I did surf lifesaving. Right, now I went from Durban surf, then I moved to Sydney and I lived in Manly for 6 months of my life. And I walked into a clubhouse and that was an exchange.
Yeah.
I could go now to about 10 other countries on earth. I could walk into a lifesaving club. They know my history, they know where I'm from, and it's an open arms.
Yeah.
Hey, cool, you're here to compete with us or for us, let's do this.
Yeah.
We don't have that yet in South Africa because it's still a job for coaches and it's still seen as a pastime sport for everybody else.
Correct, no, I get that. On that same token, where do you see CrossFit in Africa at the moment? I mean, you own a box, you're a coach, you've been around the community, you've emceed, I mean, geez, for years. As long as I've been in this, you've been in this.
Yeah. So
where do you see us at the moment?
With potential.
Okay.
But something has to change.
Yeah, how do you turn that potential into realization?
As athletes, you need to travel.
Okay.
Suck it up. Like, guys, I'm telling you now, no matter which way you look at it, it hurts. Don't do a fucking backer buddy and tell me people give me money. Earn my money.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to do a fundraiser, I'm coming to it.
Yeah.
I want to see it. I want to see what you're doing. I want to get involved. But we have to travel.
Yeah.
We've got to get rid of this mentality of, oh, it's so expensive to travel. It is.
Yeah.
Like, I will send you a clip later of Nats and I sitting in Italy in our hotel room, which is as big as a bed, and we are eating yogurt out of the tinfoil lid we've had to fold into a spoon. We are feral creatures when we go overseas. We travel with 5 to 7 kilos of biltong.
Yeah.
Because we can't afford protein in other countries.
Yeah.
So we travel with 7 kilos of biltong.
Yeah.
All right? So you got to think about that. Suck it up.
Yeah.
If you want to do the sport and you want to be good, go find it.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying just go to Elfit. It's beautiful competition.
Yeah.
But there are thousands of competitions out there.
100%.
Spend some time on Instagram and just start searching.
looking, yeah.
And do the online qualifications.
That's from an athlete perspective. Okay, how do we improve CrossFit? Where's CrossFit at the moment from a box owner's perspective?
Every single box owner needs to pull their head out their ass.
Okay.
Straight up. And
You're hearing it from a box owner.
Straight up. 100%. And I'm saying this to every single one of us, myself included. I am exceptionally competitive.
Yeah.
If you owned a box and you were in Durban, I am coming after you because it is a competition. I want to be a better boxer than you.
Competition is a good thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you do something that I didn't do, I'm like, hey, good job, Liam. I need to raise my game.
Yeah.
We've got to this point where everyone's like, okay, we're all a good, happy community. We're all fine. No, we're not. Yeah. We clearly aren't. If this coach is doing shit over that box, and this coach is at this box, and this coach is at this athlete's actually training at this box and this box. The other thing is stop buying programming.
Yeah.
Honest to God, get in there, learn your programming. Fail as an owner, as a programmer, and go, okay, I screwed up, I want to go again. Like, fix that and go with it. And also, it sounds weird, come together and tear each other apart.
Yeah.
The only way we're going to get better is if our facilities get better, if our everything gets better. And I run like a dirt box.
Yeah.
Like it's in Durban,
I love
outdoors,
coaching.
it's in the outdoor, our rig lives outside, we train in the rain, but we're there as a community to fight for each other and against each other.
Yeah.
We need to stop out there trying to all be ones and be like, cool, hey, Liam, you're from Verify you, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, I want to beat you in a competition.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm not going to be nasty about it, but I'm here to beat you.
But your actions speak louder than your words.
Yeah. And I love Scary Mary to death. NCC, I'm here to beat you.
Yeah.
My team must do better than you. My team must do better than yours. I look at boxes on them, and we have box rivals within ourselves where we don't like that boxer. We don't like that box because we want to beat them. My team here, that's now, same thing. Guys, I want you to beat A, B, and C. Yeah. Congrats, you're beating A and B, now we've got to go after C. The REF team for us, and they know us. I love the REF guys.
Yeah.
Tomo and his team, they've stayed at our house, we've stayed there, amazing people. But we're here to beat them. Yeah. That is what it is. Doesn't mean I hate them, we want to beat them. I think everyone just needs to accept the fact that we can be friends and enemies and competitors at the same time.
Yeah. I think you've really shone the light on the important things. I think it's things people need to consider. But yeah, guys, that's it with Stretch. We've got to get back to the event. He's got athletes.
Yeah.
Bev and I have to go do some work. So please, any comments, anything you want to ask him, drop him a follow on Instagram, drop us a follow on Instagram, like, subscribe, drop us something in the comments.
Cheers, guys.